Hi, Schlockmeister fans. Sybil Danning horror movie from 1986. It's called The Tomb. You may have seen this on video store shelves. Let's check it out. Meet Sybil Danning. And this is a guy named Mr. Banning. He's there to give her something. What is that something? It's an artifact.
Now, about my money.
Well, things don't go right between them. That's the last we see of Sybil Danning in this movie, by the way. The title's so nice, they had to show it twice.
Tomb, undiscovered for centuries. Tomb? How could you tell? Alas, I did not venture inside to examine its content. The earthquake, you understand.
So he's going to show these Tomb Raiders this tomb he found, which has been unfound for centuries until now. Not exactly the most realistic plot. Nonetheless, we're going in. They're in Egypt, and of course they find a sarcophagus in this undiscovered tomb, even though there's light shining in from the outside.
Yeah, well, it's here now, and it's no mirage.
It's the tomb of Nephratis.
Her father was so horrified, he had her buried alive in an unmarked tomb. Much like this one. The location was kept a secret, for it was feared that Nephratis had attained such power that her dark energy would never die.
Guess what? They open it up and find nothing in there. But you really think Nephratis is not going to play a part in this picture? Meet Michelle Bauer. The other guy got killed.
You can run. I won't follow you. But I'll be there to meet you when you can't run anymore.
So our one survivor here is John Banning, and those are some custom agents who want to talk to him. Not today. Cameron Mitchell, who likes to buy artifacts. He's looking for an amulet.
Mom, if you're getting something? The money?
The money, yes.
Nephratis pays John a visit. She doesn't like that he stole her stuff.
Now, let's get to know each other.
She has this bug, which is a scarab. And she can control him as long as this bug is inside of him. She's just got to get it in him somehow. That's one way.
Find me. It assures me of your loyalty from afar. It's a very rare specimen. You should feel honored to have it.
She wants her stuff now.
Jeez, that's all the collectors.
Those collectors, Mr. Banning, I know you're just dying to tell me who they are. I'll bet it's been a long time since you've made love to a woman like me. You'd do anything to have me, wouldn't you?
She's gonna kill anybody in her way.
You said nothing was taken?
That's not entirely true.
Huh?
There was this relic, some kind of insect, that My father was examining last night. It's not here now.
That must be the scarab.
Through illegal
They talked to
Dr.
Cameron
Stewart,
Mitchell.
I have no dealings with such people. Of course. Well, good day. Good day to you, sir. David, I am truly sorry about your father.
Awesome.
Now they're going to Banning.
Tell us what you know about Nephritis.
Listen, don't you hear? Just leave me alone. Can't help me.
Men are watching for you in the front of this hotel.
Forget it. Ow! And where the cops when you need them.
The guy is now teamed up with Cameron Mitchell's niece.
As you know, your uncle's recent studies involve myths of ancient blood-drinking demons.
And yes, that's John Carradine.
That's why he was interested in the legend of Nephritis.
You mean things like vampires?
Hey, baby, that's a really nice dress you're wearing. You know where I can get one?
Disappear.
Great, Nick. It's fine for you.
Nephritis picks up a lady in a bar for a lesbian affair.
Well, this bed's really
can't show you-
squirming. What is it, some kind of new water bed?
But she's going to push her into the
Something like
snakes
that.
in the bed. Nephritis and John
You
Carradine.
look marvelous.
Thank you. Time has been kind to you also.
You know why I'm here.
Yes, and you know what I want.
You realize how dangerous it is. Horace,
Where is the golden scarab?
I asked you first.
Can't have one without the other.
Well, she's done fooling around with Cameron Mitchell. This is Cameron Mitchell's niece again, Helen. And she spots Nephritis. Or did she?
Hey, what's the matter?
Did you see that woman?
Nephritis, she got to Phillips first. Oh, my head.
Bill, the amulet. Did she get it?
Phillips must have given it to Helen.
Helen. Oh my God. Bill, we've got to get to her before it's too late.
You two shut up. The ritual, the transferal of life.
Well, you think she plans to use Helen in the ceremony?
Possibly.
Ceremony? What ceremony? Somebody getting married?
Well, how will we ever find her?
There's one man who might know.
That's Banning. He surmises that there might be a scarab inside of him, and of course we know that's correct.
Come on,
So he's gonna rip it out of him.
let go. Damn it.
So this is Nephritis at her ceremony with Helen. Could never grasp what exactly ceremony meant to be, but it's happening.
Great God of the heavens, watch over this ceremony with your all-seeing eye.
Those are the customs officers, I
Who the
believe.
hell are you?
U.S. Custom. We want those artifacts.
Great last words. Anyway, it's hard to figure out exactly what's happening here, but some sort of amulet on Helen's neck starts flashing and it zaps Nephritis. And there's some sort of chaos, which results in the death of Nephritis and the end of our movie. Okay. Let's talk about the movie called The Tomb. This is a movie I had. I think I rented it and copied it. I don't know, VHS tape, EP speed, back around 89 or so, 1989, 1990, 88, I don't know. I never watched it. I ended up watching it for the first time, I think, in the early 2000s when I retaped it. And I don't recall liking it very much, but I didn't recall anything about it either. It's directed by Fred Olen Ray. I actually had we were email PayPal, or pen pals, I should say, back in the very, very early days of the internet. We're talking like 1996, 95, 96, in that range, through AOL, and then lost track. So anyway, the movie, it starts out, there's these two guys that are told about this treasure that's in this cave, this unexplored cave in Egypt somewhere in the desert, which apparently nobody's ever found before. But when they go, he goes to show them later on, it's like a clearly open space. I don't know how it could have ever been missed. But nonetheless, they go in there, they find like a sarcophagus, they steal some stuff. But apparently, when they did this, they resurrected Nephritis, this female, whatever she is, and she doesn't like that they stole her stuff. So the rest of the movie, she comes back to life with fangs and everything and some sort of power. She has electricity that she can shoot out of her fingernails, kind of like the Emperor in the Star Wars movies. And she tries to get this stuff back. She'll kill anybody along the way. At one point, she takes a scarab, this golden bug, and puts it in the chest of the one guy. Now, that's the guy who stole the stuff, but he had already sold the stuff off, so he's kind of using her, or she's kind of using him as some sort of like mind control thing to help find where the stuff is. Ultimately, it's a little convoluted, but she ends up kidnapping the niece of Cameron Mitchell. Cameron Mitchell's like this collector also. He ends up dead. She's going to have some sort of ceremony, some sort of ritual. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this ritual is, though, but she has her tied up on this thing. Then the guys show up at the end. They've managed to pull the scarab out of the guy, Mr. Banning is his name, and they attack, I don't know if they really attacked Nephritis or not. The woman who she had kidnapped and held up there had some sort of thing around her neck which glowed, and it like pushed back the she was like zapping people, and it zapped back at her, and then she kind of like melted, did Nephritis, and that's kind of how the movie ended. But just an odd film. Now, if you look at the reviews on IMDb for this thing, they're really, really bad. However, that being said, I didn't think it was all that bad. It's very short. It's only 84 minutes long, the last 3 minutes of which are credits. So you can knock this thing off in about 80 minutes. And it was just a kind of a decent time waster. I don't want to say I enjoyed it, but I was able to pay attention. It wasn't boring. It just kept rolling along. Not a good film by any means, but not a horrible film. I've seen a lot worse. So anyway, that's about it. Like I said, Fred Olen Ray directed this. Sybil Danning is on the box. But she's only in the movie for like the first 5 minutes of it, and then she's gone. Michelle Bauer plays Nephritis. She's in there a lot, although she keeps her clothes on, which is kind of odd. Although she's wearing this outfit the most time you can kind of see through. There are two brief nude scenes, one from Kitten Natividad, who shows up in this thing for some reason, and she has like this topless scene as a stripper, and then she's gone a minute later, and we don't see her anymore either. And Dawn Wildsmith is in this movie. Or was Dawn Wildsmith Nephritis? I don't know. Dawn Wildsmith is in this movie too, and she was apparently, I think, married to Fred Olen Ray at the time this movie was made. But anyway, not available on DVD, only available on VHS. I do have the pre-recorded VHS at home, which is where I ripped this DVD-R from, and then I got some homemade box art here. So as far as I know, it's not available on DVD here or any other country. But if I'm wrong, tell me about it. So anyway, let me know what you think about The Tomb if you've seen this thing. Leave some comments down below. It's The Tomb. Watch it. Bye.